And latest news with Vet SOS. Give us an update.
We're moving and shaking. Thanks for having me on again. We have a host locked in for the Veteran Christian Testimonial show, so that'll be rocking and rolling here real soon. We now have a host for a spouse show, so we'll be moving forward with that opportunity as well. So those two are both going to be locked in for this year for sure, which will give us 6 of the 7 days. We're releasing something new, which is just fantastic. Really excited about that, and just excited to continue to see the team grow. People want to be a part of it, and it's just amazing to have those type of people around you.
Right, exactly. And just seeing the growth and the more and more you expand as an organization is exciting. The people you meet, the people that are out there, it's fantastic.
Absolutely. And yeah, the fact that these people have the heart to help the veteran community and they want to give back, they want to educate, it's awesome. So very excited about that. And as a nonprofit, we're starting to look at the grant process and the different opportunities we have out there. We're working on some fundraising opportunities, and we're also going to be reaching out to find some sponsors. We need to get some new swag to give out to our guests. So hopefully we can find some sponsorship for that. And of course, we want some sponsorship for the shows to help support the nonprofit. So those are coming down the pipe as well.
Wow. Now, thinking about specifically enough what's on the board meetings coming up, just setting the plan for Q1 now, because it's now a foundation. So you really have to say a nonprofit, what am I going to do next?
Yes. So, taking a look at it as, a real business, if you will, being a foundation and making sure that we have goals in place and that we're moving towards those goals. And, ultimately by the end of the year, I'd like to see the organization be able to bring on a couple of people as paid employees. At a very minimum, at least some sort of executive assistant, but hopefully we can do more than just that. Because the there are so many different pieces that are starting to fall into place and starting to become a part of this. It's going to take a lot more people to make this effort move forward. So, um, as we look to continue to grow, quarter one, um, the first goal is getting those two shows pretty much locked in how we want them, and so we're ready to rock and roll with those. And one of them will most likely start recording in quarter one. The second one will be in quarter two, and then the next piece is the online sortable database we want to create for every veteran spouse transition story. And so we've talked to a bunch of people. We have a bunch of ideas out there, and we're working on a new idea too. So originally we were going to just have an online recording platform, and I think that's still something we want to have. But we're going to do kind of a hybrid model, and we're looking to bring on potentially 10 to 20 additional co-hosts that will do nothing but record those transition stories. So you're going to have a live person talking to you from Vet SOS, getting that story out of you, and then that will ultimately increase the pool of co-hosts we have if someone has to step away or someone can't make a recording session. And, it gives us a lot more flexibility, and it'll help us grow the team and bring on a lot more people that want to be a part of this and help veterans.
Yeah, exactly. Because they want to help veterans, they want to do what's best for veterans and everything. And then reaching out to all the guests and having these conversations. How many guests have you interviewed all together in the whole network? That's got to be crazy. You have to start doing a tabulation of that. Do you know?
So we are over 375 interviews total. We just this past month recorded episode 200 for Vet SOS, the original show. And we're over 50 on the Entrepreneur Show Operation Startup, and we're right at 50 for Learning Lifeline. And then the scoop's rocking and rolling. Kingsley keeps cranking them out. And we're going to hit 50 in no time here on that one. So it's been fantastic doing all those. And it's great to see the growth and just the impact that is happening out there.
Thousands and thousands of shows coming.
Oh yeah.
For sure. As he said, 20 new hosts. Imagine the multiplier effect.
Yeah, it's exciting to think about, and just the sheer amount of content that we have at this point. 3.5 years, almost 4 years into it. The amount of information and stories and just the beauty of all of it. It is just beyond my imagination. When we started this, I never thought that this is where we'd be a couple years later. So very excited about where we're going, where we're heading, and definitely just so thankful for everybody who's been a part of it up to this point and helped us become what we're becoming.
And merch is coming, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We want to have an online store. Hopefully some people want to share and wear some stuff from Vet SOS, and hopefully we have some ideas from some cool stuff too. So hopefully people will like it and they want to wear it.
And basically also just having those conversations with veterans. What do you think you've learned so much about the transition now, even looking back even further to the transition period of transition?
Oh, it still comes down, in my opinion, to time. Time is still a huge factor. The earlier you start, the better options you're going to have, and the better chance you're going to have a better transition. Um, the other thing is we all struggle with something, and so often we hear, I thought I was the only one going through that. I thought I was the only one struggling with this, and you're not. And that's why we want to do the online database, because we continuously hear that from people. And trust me, we all are going through things. And some of us have made it to the other side, some of us haven't. We're still dealing with it or trying to figure out ways to get out of it. So, I encourage everybody, but veterans especially, check out the shows, listen to the stories, and see what you identify with. See what resources they use that may have helped them, and find that lifeline that'll help you.
All right. VetSOSpodcast.com. Appreciate it, Sean. Look forward to next week's conversation.
Absolutely, Neil. Thank you.
You're listening and watching The Neil Haley Show, and we'll be back in just a moment.